As his fame grew, so did his legal troubles all across the country. Charges ranging from assault to the shooting of 2 off-duty police officers splashed across headlines, making Tupac Shakur the most famous rapper in America. But his most serious charge was one of rape, an accusation that Tupac always denied. It was on the night of November the 30th, 1994, when Tupac and his entourage went for a recording session at the Quad Studio in New York, when 2 gunmen opened fire and shot him a total of 5 times.
Tupac wasn't born, he was sent to us. I mean, he got the greatest mother in the world, but he was actually sent to her, and she was good enough to let him come to us. And he gave himself to the world. Yeah, he probably made this the most popular item in the world. I mean, he took it and he flashed it on All Eyes on Me. He flashed it all the time. It was the proudest thing he can be involved in. He was, Pac come from a real deep background. For us, the Panther Party. And Pac used to say, me and you and Death Row, we like the Panthers Party, but we're not going around there saying black power this, black power that. We actually doing stuff. You know, we feeding people, we giving jobs, we giving hope. I mean, Pac would tell you, he wouldn't sugarcoat it, he would tell you the truth. Like the first time, which it was things I didn't even know. The first time he ever been to a basketball game in his whole entire life, I took him. And it was the Lakers playing the Bulls, and you know, we had our floor seats around the floor, you know, with the food, and cracking jokes, talking about the players, Robin running here, talking about this person, and we would make a big thing about it. So after the game, he'd grab me and be hugging me and say, man, I had so much fun. He said, don't you know, this is the first time I ever been to a basketball game? So you look back and go, man, that's like you actually done something good. On myself, attack people. Pac only attacked the people who wasn't right with the community. That's how he really felt. If it was a rapper who was fake and they were only doing it for the money, Pac attacked him. If it was a rapper that messed with guys and go both ways, Pac didn't feel that was good. Because Pac felt he was real serious about the music. So if you're a producer or you rap, and regardless if you're married or not, and you got a boyfriend that works for you, a real boyfriend who used to be a dancer, Pac would studied all the facts. Pac was real smart. So before he say something, he'd go and do his homework. He'd say, okay, this guy right here, they say he gay, he go both ways. I'm not gonna put it out there on him yet, but I'm gonna do my research, and if it's true, the world should know. Because this guy might be around one of those little kids one day and mess around with them, and you know, so I'm gonna do it to actually save him from molesting a little child. That's why Pac attacked certain rappers and said they gay. Say it's an East Coast, West Coast rivalry because it was people that's trying to make money. It was true people trying to make careers. It was people trying to get famous. It was people hustling other people out of money on the East Coast. You don't have no team, you need us. We from the East Coast, pay us X amount of dollars for protection. And some of these idiots was doing it. For us, how we looked at it is, we looked at it as we representing the West Coast, but we representing the ghetto. Tupac had a conversation with me, and he said, how do you feel I should be in the future? What you like to see from me? And if anything I told him, he would have followed it. Chain of command. That's how we was. I said, I want to see you have a record label. I'll just distribute it for you. You can have your own label, because I don't want you to be 35 years old, Pac rapping. He said, well, cool.
The talent got to parlay into something, so that's what I'm doing. I'm tired of sucking and jiving. This Machiavelli album is my proof of that. I'm not predicting what it's going to sell. I'm not predicting none of that, but I guarantee it's going to shake the world.
Done the album, he called me and said, look, come to my house right now. It's about 3 in the morning. I go over his house. I'm smoking my cigar. He's smoking his cigarettes. He said, look, I want the album cover to be me on the cross. Because I feel I've been being crucified. I'm here to be crucified like Jesus. He said, I'm not clowning the religion or nothing, but that's what I feel. And I told him, you know, as usual, I'll handle it for you. So I called Whiskey and he and our art department, and they done it. And Machiavelli is like, he feel better about that album than he do All Eyes on Me. He said, because, you know, I'm speaking so real. I'm coming all the way from my gut to my heart, out through my mouth, telling the people how I feel.
Then I got an album called One Nation. That's for everybody that's shooting darts at me, player hating, you know what I mean, behind this East Coast, West Coast shit. My plan was always to unify, you know what I mean? It was only to, it's like a military coup. When the CIA, they don't just go to the country and start, you know what I mean? They got to get the niggas that run it out of there. So that's what we doing. They gone now. Now we got One Nation with Greg Knight, Buckshot, Smith & Wesson, Melly Mel, Scorpio, The Loonies, Snoop, Corrupt, Daz, me, Scarface, Cocaine, Bone Thugs, Spice One, all of them on my shit. One Nation. And it's just about the hip hop nation, all the real niggas that I recognize in the game. And it's hip hop nation. And everybody's rapping like we one group. Right. And it's gonna be more than one. The first one's coming out on my shit, Machiavelli, and the next, Duck Down, gonna put it out on the East Coast. One Nation Volume 2.
When I heard the shots being fired, Pac stood up to try to get in the back seat to get out the way of the shots. That's how he got shot in his hip, which hit one of the bones, the doctor said, and traveled to hit his lung. When he stood up, I grabbed him and said, get down, and covered him. When I pulled him down, that's when I got shot in my head. A deep slash of a bullet grazed the back of my neck, which if it had went another inch, it'd hit my spine and paralyzed me all the way down. But before the incident, Pac saved my life also. Reason why I say he saved my life, because the average person gets shot in the head, the first thing you think is, damn, I'm about to die. You know, a headshot is different. And there was blood coming everywhere. And my concern was him. I said, you hit? He said, I'm hit. So I said, I'm gonna get you to a hospital right now. So I'm driving like a madman, trying to, you know, get help to help him. And the first thing he said, laughingly, jokingly, loudly, is, I need a hospital? You the one shot in the head. Don't you think you need a hospital? Tupac's mother was the first one to say, when you have a memorial, I don't want nobody to wear black. I'm wearing white. Tupac has gone to a better place. He's free now. There's nothing nobody can do nothing to him. And I sat back and I thought, I was like, yeah, can't nobody arrest him. Can't nobody try to put him down. Can't nobody fire shots at him. Can't nobody hurt him no more. He's in heaven in a better place. But it takes a real special person to die and always be remembered. Tupac is on the level of Malcolm X, Martin Luther King. I mean, you see they live forever.